According to Shams Charania, DeAndre Ayton has agreed to sign a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Lakers with a player option for the second year. This is the best signing the Lakers have had in a long time. I got nothing but good things to say about DeAndre Ayton. I don't care what they said about him in Portland. I don't really care what they said about him in Phoenix. I know that for guys like DeAndre Ayton, Jahlil Okafor, Julius Randle, they just got caught in a time when the NBA was not checking for big men. Even now, look at the Lakers now. If you go and listen to the talking heads, they'll tell you that the Lakers need to pick up 2 more 3-and-D wings. Right? And it's kind of illogical. Where are you just going to find these 3-and-D wings? But that's what the NBA is on. That's what the NBA has been on since the Golden State Warriors had their dynasty. And now that the Golden State Warriors dynasty is about over, you're starting to see the big man come back. And the NBA is about to go back to what it's always been for the majority of its history. And so that's what you're seeing right now. And in my opinion, the Lakers got a potential top 5 center in the NBA. And I think no one knows it. And go back and look at my video. At that time, me and there was another guy, probably like the only other guy watching my channel. But we were high on DeAndre Ayton, and we knew he was available. Even if he didn't get bought out by Portland, we knew he was available. And he was available. This is a month or 2 ago. We were talking about DeAndre Ayton. And the reason why we're talking about him is because anyone who watched DeAndre Ayton with Phoenix knows that DeAndre Ayton is a potential top 5 center in the NBA. He just needs to go to the right team so that his talent could get realized. That's all it is. And you have him now playing next to Luka and LeBron. If JJ Redick could be the biggest impediment to DeAndre Ayton. If JJ Redick decides to coach in such a way that says the big man still ain't worth shit, then DeAndre Ayton will underperform what he is capable of doing. The key to the Lakers this year is going to be the Lakers realizing DeAndre Ayton's talent. That's the key. Luka's going to be Luka. LeBron's going to be LeBron. Austin Reeves, I think he's an auxiliary player. Your big 3 are Luka, LeBron, and DeAndre Ayton. That's your new big 3. The Lakers were worse when Dorian Finney-Smith left and Jake LaRavia came. The Lakers were a worse team. They weren't as good. If the Lakers did not sign Jake LaRavia, and if Dorian Finney-Smith left, the Lakers would be a significantly better team if they only signed DeAndre Ayton. They'd be significantly better. The fact that they got DeAndre Ayton, I still think Jake LaRavia is negligible. But whatever, if people are saying he got upside, I really haven't seen the dude play. I don't have much to say about him. But the fact that they got DeAndre Ayton and Jake LaRavia, the Lakers are a better team now than when they finished the season. And they got the potential to be a much better team. I don't think that the Lakers will trade Austin Reeves. When you have LeBron, Luka, and a potential DeAndre Ayton. Again, if DeAndre Ayton does not realize his talent, then the ceiling on how good this Laker team will be is diminished. It's lower, right? But if he gets his talent realized, all you need to do is flip Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves doesn't fit, right? I love the guy. Grew up with him, right? Watched him grow up through the Lakers, but he doesn't fit. So if the Lakers could just flip Austin Reeves, then I think you're talking about a starting 5 that might be unrivaled in the NBA. There might not be a starting 5 as good as what we got. I'm happy with this deal. I've been shitting on Rob Pelinka and Jeannie Buss for the last 3 or 4 days now. I am really happy that we got DeAndre Ayton. It makes the Lakers significantly better. Right? A lot of y'all think DeAndre Ayton's trash. Dude is not trash. Dude has just been in bad situations, and he was in the NBA when the league was on that stupid ass small ball. You know, we didn't want a big man. Teams wanted a small ball 5. They did not want a big man, right? Teams wanted a stretch 5, right? Anything that had to do with 3-pointers, that's what teams wanted, you know? And the Lakers now got a center that coincides with where the league is going. Yeah, the Lakers got a center that coincides with where the league is going. Ideally, I want the Lakers to be at the forefront of where the league is going, right? I don't want them to be followers. I want them to define the path, right? And actually, where the league is going is where the Lakers were in 2020 before Rob Pelinka blew it all up. That's where the league is going. But anyway, we didn't just get a center, you guys. You know, I don't want to say that because it's funny. As free agency started going on, you start hearing guys say, well, did we get our center? Who is our center? Because if after this free agent shit, all we ended up with was Clint Capella, for example, you know, you guys say, what would you say? Oh, we got our center because we got Clint Capella? You know, you're mind screwing yourself, man. Don't mind screw yourself. Clint Capella would not be adequate as a starting center for the Lakers. Not when you got LeBron and Luka. DeAndre Ayton is more than adequate. And I'll make a projection. If he averaged 14 and 10 last year, and again, big caveat, huge caveat, if JJ Redick tries to realize DeAndre Ayton's talent, that's a caveat. If JJ Redick does that, if JJ Redick imposes offense and offensive sets that try to realize DeAndre Ayton's talent, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think the dude's gonna be 22-12 next year. And I think that's what he was when he was back with Phoenix. He may not have averaged 22-12 because he had, that much talent on that team, but the dude was that kind of player. It seemed like his head was right. Seemed like he was doing everything he was supposed to do. And when he did, he was that type of player. And I think that's what he's going to end up being with the Lakers. At some point next season, he's going to average 22-12 and 2.5 blocks. And what you're going to see is whatever the plan was in 2027 is going to get scrapped for now. That's if LeBron James stays, if everything stays the same. That's what's going to happen. Whatever the plan was in 2027 is going to get scrapped, because what people are going to see is you got Luka, you got LeBron, and you got a 22-12 fringe or actual all-star center. 3 different positions, right? And you got a glue guy like LeBron, who understands the game so well. He don't need to prove himself anymore. He don't need to pound the air out the ball anymore. I mean, JJ Redick got to put some governors on Luka. He got to get some control of Luka. But you could see the chemistry starting to form. You could see that chemistry starting to form. I think that Rui Hachimura could be a fantastic complement to what this team is. Given his ability to shoot, he was our best 3-point shooter last year. Given his ability to shoot, stretch the floor, and actually has good post defense, especially as a helper and as a shot blocker, right? He fits. The one I'm worried about is Austin Reeves. Now, I'm not saying Austin Reeves can't fit. I'm saying I don't think he can. I don't think he has the mentality to fit, right? Just let me go back to Rui real quick. Many of you know I grew up on the 80s Lakers, right? The 80s Lakers, their starting 5 was banging, right? Magic Johnson, Byron Scott, James Worthy, small forward, Kareem at the center. Who was the 4? Who was the power forward? Power forward was AC Green. For a couple years it was Kurt Rambis, and for a couple years it was AC Green. AC Green was an improvement because AC Green was more offensively competent, right? And it gave a different dimension to the Lakers. It wasn't all... Kurt Rambis was fantastic, but he was just a crasher, an enforcer, kind of a bruiser a little bit, right? He came in and did all the dirty work. AC Green did all the dirty work. Plus, when you kicked it out to him for a 15 or 20 footer, the dude knocked it down. That's what I see in Rui. Rui, if you kick it out to him, he's going to make you pay. He's our best three-point shooter. Do not get rid of him. Keep him, right? Look and try to build a team. See, that's going to be where the conflict comes in. Is Rob Pelinka going to try to build a team for 2027, or does he not realize, right? Like most of us realized at the beginning of the offseason, yo, you got LeBron and Luka. Arguably 2 of the top 5, top 10 players in the NBA. And you're talking about 2027? And then you wait and see. Once they see that DeAndre Ayton is a 20 and 10, 22 and 12 type center, all of a sudden everything's going to get more serious, right? And all of a sudden, and it just so happened to be this way, Rui is going to slot right in, damn near seamlessly, into being the power forward / small forward, whatever LeBron chooses to be. You know, but LeBron now, if you have an option in the post, all of a sudden you're just connector, man. You're just making it. You're Tyrese Halliburton. You're Scottie Pippen, right? You're I don't know, man. You're just a connector. You know what I mean? You're the one that makes everything go. You don't have to be the focal point of everything anymore. Yeah, man, I think this signing was fantastic. I think the Lakers went from a 50-win team to a 55-win team with this acquisition. They still need to get another center. I'd like them to still attempt to get Tristan Vukcevic from Washington, right? It's just that I don't know where Rob Pelinka's head is. You know, his head may be, let's just make Laker Nation happy. Once they're happy, they'll shut the fuck up. I think that's kind of where his head is. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was the last move that was done for the year. You know? Just because Rob Pelinka's not a proactive dude, you guys. He's just not. You know, if you haven't figured that out by now, I don't know what else to tell you. But he showed you, he told you, he's not that guy. Right? So, anyway, that's where I stand. If I had to give it a grade, I'd give it an A+. A+. I don't think that the Lakers could have traded and got a center as good as DeAndre Ayton. And all you guys who were talking about 10-7 Nick Claxton and 12-8 Daniel Gafford, yo, you got something that is way better. Those guys are right here. DeAndre Ayton is up here. He's at least 1 or 2 threshold shifts above Nick Claxton and Daniel Gafford. And the reason why is because he is competent offensively, and in a sense, he's bigger. He's a bigger player than those guys are. So, hey man, fantastic signing. I think we got better, and I think that as the season goes on, and Rob Pelinka, and especially the fans, see what the Lakers got, and see what they're capable of, I think that the fans will put pressure on Rob Pelinka to keep trying to make the team better. I don't think he wants to, but I think he may not have a choice. Anyway, y'all, this is Pure Uncut Lakers. Please like and subscribe. I'll catch you next time.